Hey everybody, I have missed you. I hope you've been enjoying your summer like no other. I don't know if you've been able to get out and go places or not, but I do hope you're resting. For those of you that took a little bit of a break this summer, and those of you that have kept going, I pray that God is just continuing to renew your strength as leaders. But I wanted to show you, I'm just, having an afternoon iced coffee in my special cup. I think this may look familiar to a lot of you. Hopefully you all got a Slalom 23 cup. Yes, you heard me right. Slalom 23. Yeah, so you may have noticed, or many of you may not have, like us, when we printed 250 of these and didn't notice, but we spelled Psalms wrong. Now, that could be an issue, but I actually think it's a great thing because each time now when you have your cup of coffee, let it remind you that you are not perfect and you don't need to be perfect as a leader, and that your cup can still overflow of Jesus, even if it's spelled wrong and even if you're not perfect. So I hope you now see your cup in a new way, and it's a positive thing for you. Actually, I love these cups. I think they're great. But anyhow, that's not why I am here on this video. Actually, I can't believe that our life group starts the season again in like 5 weeks. So some important things I want you to be aware of. And don't worry about writing anything down right now. We're gonna have hopefully most of the information bullet pointed for you below this, video that I'm doing. So just sit back and listen for like 3 minutes, okay? First date I want you to put on your calendar, and hopefully it's already there because we gave you the date before we all broke, and it's our fall kickoff dinner, which is no longer a fall kickoff dinner, it's an online fall kickoff, and we're calling it Retooling for the Road Ahead. It will be August 14th, the same day, in the evening from 6:30 to 7:30, so 1 hour, and we will be meeting on Zoom, so feel free to bring your dinner along with you to this Zoom meeting. And we have 2 special guests with us for the evening, the one and only Steve Clifford, and the back with us again, Jay Kim, and we're so excited for them to come and share specifically around the theme of retooling for the road ahead. Jay's gonna spend some time kind of unpacking this cultural time that we're in with a pandemic that's affecting a lot of people's health. It's affecting the economy, and then also the racial and social injustice issues, as well as a election year that's coming. This fall is going to be like no other, as this spring and summer has been as well. So Jay's going to kind of help us understand the cultural moment that we're in, and then Steve's going to come and speak to us as leaders, as life group leaders and shepherds. What personally do we need to take a look at in ourselves and in our leadership in order to navigate this fall in a way that is positive and in a way that can really encourage people in your groups to be pointed to Jesus, and to have this season be something that can be uniting, as well as just a season of deep trust in God. So looking forward to that. August 14th, 6:30 to 7:30. Jay and Steve, there'll be a Q&A time. We'll also have a time just to break up to pray together as well, all within an hour. So if you have kids and you're like, I can't do that, my kids will be running around, come anyhow. Just mute yourself on Zoom, and if you want to even just put a picture of yourself and not you there because kids are climbing all over you, that's okay. We think this hour will be super valuable to you, so I encourage you all to come no matter where you're at. If you're on vacation, still 6:30 to 7:30, pull out your computer and get on Zoom. So that is in the link below. You'll be able to click on that and have that ready for August 14th. Then the second date I want you guys to be aware of is August 22nd. The weekend of the 22nd and 23rd, all of our life groups will go online. That means they can see your group and they can click on you if you're open, and email you to find out about your group and ask you any questions about joining. So there's a few things that we need from you. By August 17th, which is the Monday before, we need you guys to go in and make sure that your description under church teams is updated. So if you have a new leader, if you have a different address, if you're studying something different, just make sure it's updated. If there are any people in your group that you know are no longer going to be with you or they've moved away, please delete them. so that it shows that you have more room in your group. If you're a group that was full, but after looking at those that are coming back, you realize you have more space, please let us know, and or make your group be open rather than full. And again, you're going to be able to manage how many people actually end up in your group because everyone will need to email you. So if you have room for 2 and 2 people right away sign up to be in your group and you talk to them, then just click the button that will make your group full, and it will do that, and you'll no longer be able to be seen on the website. So you will have control over how many people are in your group. But starting off, we need to know what space you have available. So Monday the 17th, that's like over 2 weeks away, you have to kind of clean up your groups. Any new description stuff, put that in there. If you have a new co-leader, any of that, just go ahead and clean it up and have it good to go so that when it launches live on the 22nd, we have your current information for people that will be looking. All right, and then the third thing I want to remind you guys is this fall, we are starting all of our groups online again. We will be following the CDC and county guidelines, which currently doesn't allow people really to be in groups, even though they say outdoors, 10 to 12 with masks and social distancing. Just be cautious, okay? If you do decide as a full group that you want to do that, we're not going to tell you not to, but we want you to follow the guidelines with masks and social distancing with that. But encourage you to be sure that most of the people in your group feel comfortable with that, because there may be some who don't. And in that case, we encourage you to still stay online so that everyone can participate. As the guidelines are lifted, we'll encourage you to maybe meet more often, maybe once a month, just to do a social event to get you kind of back into stuff. But for now, we are going to launch all our groups as online groups. For those of you that have been with us all along, in the spring, most of you switched to Zoom. We would continue to encourage you to use that platform. It's been a great one for us. There is a cost if you get the one that's less than, or if you want to have more than just 40 minutes as a group. The 40 minutes is free, but if you want more than that, it's $14.99 a month. I wish I could say, you know what, everyone just spend the $14.99 a month, send me your receipt, that's great, I'll reimburse you. I will do that if you need that, but we as a church are trying to cut back in a lot of different areas because of the economy and things that are going on because of the pandemic. And so if you and your group can afford to each put in a couple, $2 or $3, and your leader in your group be able to then afford the $14.99 a month, we would encourage you to do it that way. It's less than a latte per person to be able to meet together monthly. But with that said, if any of you as leaders have a hardship in that way, please just send me a picture of your receipt for Zoom and we will cut a check and you'll be reimbursed for that. So, and there are other platforms besides Google, there is Google Hangout, but besides Zoom, but we do recommend Zoom. Seems to have worked the best for all of us. So that's it, you guys, for now. I'll be putting out a Herald in a couple weeks, and then we'll be back on our every other week schedule with the Herald and keep you guys updated on a regular basis. But for now, please mark your calendar for August 14th, 6:30 to 7:30. We look forward to our time together that night, and just so appreciate you guys. I'm so grateful for you. You have been the life-giving thread that has run through Westgate Church during this season that has caught us all off guard and has shaken things up. But you are the steady, you are the anchors, so thank you for that. All right, that's it for now. Check out below all the things I just said in bullet points, and we will look forward to seeing you guys on the 14th. And enjoy your Slam, coffee, tea, whatever you put in it, knowing that, hey, we're all imperfect, but God still chooses to use us. So grateful for you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.